All right, I'm going to talk about some exercises to get your low back stronger. I found that a lot of people, and actually the research shows, just a weak low back, imagine that you're at a greater likelihood to have low back pain that doesn't heal, that doesn't respond to a lot of therapies. So let's get in this and show you how to get your back stronger. All right, so before I even start doing the exercises, sometimes it's nice to do the little cat-camel stretch or the cat-cow stretch. Get all of the joints loosened up before you're going to exercise that low back. So with this one here, drop the head in between my shoulders, I arch up, and I'm going to look up and then arch my back in the opposite direction. You just need to do this 5 or 6 times before the exercises. I think it's just a nice way to loosen some things up. Just as a reminder, the 2 most common mistakes with that one there, people want to bend their elbows. I see this all the time and they can't maybe extend, so they do that. So just make sure you keep your elbows straight, or they want to rock. So keep your shoulders over your palms or your wrists and your hips and your knees lined up. And it's all there. So nice loosened up. So first exercise to get this low back in here. I like doing the bird dog. This is the most basic foundational exercise. And you're going to reach with an opposite arm and opposite leg. You stay tight in your stomach here. You don't want to arch your back. You want to be nice and neutral. People kind of say tabletop there. And you slowly bring that leg out, opposite arm, and you reach. And you'll be getting all of the muscles in that low back. You'll also get the back of the hip. You'll also kind of get in the upper back and that shoulder blade area there. And then, of course, do the other side. So I sometimes will hold my core, my stomach right here, to remind myself to stay tight in here. And again, meaning you don't want to arch. Stay tight here. And that leg back, it really reaches. And then you're going to reach with this other arm here. And breathe. These are exercises that you can do multiple times per day. This isn't the kind of exercise where you're really trying to get bulk in the muscle, so this isn't the kind of exercise where you work it and then wait a day or 2 to work it again. This is done every day. You're trying to get stability, get strength in that low back there. So that's probably one of the safer exercises to start with, to start to strengthen that low back. The next progression, something that you could try, are these extension exercises. So you kind of get down onto your elbows here, and there are different versions and options with this one here. So the first one, to keep it nice and easy, is I like to bring the shoulders up first and then just raise. Just have my upper body up here. For some people, there are certain conditions, facet syndromes and things like that, where this might not be a good option for you. So if you experience pain with this, you might want to come out of it. This might be one where you want to check with a specialist and just make sure this one's safe. Some authorities say that this puts a lot of pressure on the low back, so there are some people out there that would say this is not a good exercise. I think for most people that need some strengthening in the low back, this can be a fine option though. So I'm just holding, raising, and breathing. If you want to increase it a little bit, you can get into the Superman, where now you're going to get your arms out and you're going to raise the legs and the arms off. And again, breathe. Really reach. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the butt. Get the arms up. And whenever you need to, you come down. Another option still, if that's too intense, but you want to get the glutes involved in the lower part of the body, you can do single leg raises. Hold one leg, breathe, Do the other side. Hold as long as comfortable. So again, the options are little cobra kind of a pose, Superman, or just do these little single leg raises. All right, final exercise is one of my favorite exercises. In yoga, they call it a chair pose. So the first part is really important. You want to get your butt way back. It's not a squat where you're trying to go down. It's more of a trying to go back. You might feel heavy on your heels. A lot of times when I show people this, they almost, whoa, they want to fall backwards. You really do want to feel kind of heavy on your heels. You get down a little bit. Your knees, you don't want them to really come forward much. You want to keep your knees back. And from there, you're going to reach. Notice my head's not looking up. I'm trying to keep my neck neutral. And I am reaching. Another option that I like a lot is, there's a guy named Brugers. He came up with this exercise where you really bring your shoulder blades down and back. Actually, in yoga, that's in a yoga class, they're always saying shoulder blades down and back. So you can do that here. Keep your hands down to your side, shoulder blades down and back, but you're still in this position here. And again, I'll alternate those. I'll reach. This is an exercise I will do in between sets. If I'm working out at the gym, I will just add this in between sets because it's such a great way to improve your posture, keep that low back stronger. And again, this is one that you can do multiple times per day to strengthen that back. There is this idea that, oh, well, I'm not supposed to train the same muscle group in consecutive days. This isn't that kind of exercise. You're not trying to build muscle bulk, so you don't need to give that muscle time to recover. You're just trying to get your brain to actually engage that muscle more frequently. So these exercises, do them every day. You're better off to do these every day. So let me show that one more time. Butt back, and reach, and you're right there. Again, some versions of some chair poses. So hopefully you enjoy these, and as always, if you need anything, have any questions, let us know.